nun sa balay sa akong tiya. Di na mo suroy maglaroy, di na mo sukulog bugoy. Magsumbagay, 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 magsumbagay. Pero kung makainom nagtanduay, mugawas ang pagkainday. Magsumbaday, magsumbaday, magsumbaday. Pagkapitan kay daghan siyag nakatulan sa iyang bagong simbahan. Wanay mo gusto ni Pacquiao, wanay magrambol sa masyaw. Musimbabay, 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 musimbabay. Pero kung makainom nagtanduay, maguna pa ang panuway. Magtigbakay, magtigbakay, magtigbakay. Sila na among kapitan, wanay maghantak sa dalan, wanay magsugal sa bilar, wanay mapriso sa utang, wanay lugar ang kawatan. Magtabangay, 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 magtabangay. Pero kung makainom nagtanduay,
mga uyuan, paki-like ko, comment o share na pod. Share, bislita ning asa na dapita. Share na lyric video.
Tulog kagabi nang wala pa natulog, nagulat ra ko sa biton nga mahulog. Kaya kung ihatag sa akong pinalangga nga naghilak, hilak tungod kay gikasaban sa iyang mama. Dili pa daw siya pwede mangitag mabana, kinahanglan pa niyang unahunang pag-eskwela. Day ngisi gamay, dili pa panahon para kita maghinig ug maay. Day katawa gamay, dili pa panahon para ako kang tabanon. Day ayaw ang pagdali kay di lalimang kami noon. Mapaman nga ngiti pampalit o panihapon. Di na ba sayon magpantay o bata, buntag o tuhapon. Busayaw na taon paghilak, may pagmaminaw na lang ka sa kong mga balak. Kay likod niya ni nga akong katawan ay ditagong luha. Day ngisi gamay, dili pa panahon para kita maghilig umaay. Day katawa gamay, dili pa panahon para ako kang tabanon. Sa akong buhaton na ron imo kong masabtan, dili pa yun ang ay kitang duha magtaban-taban. Ang imong pag-eskwela mo ay dapat nga unahon. Ayaw lang kabalaka mo, ako na nakuhon. Kunya maglibinta, asa matagwarta, pagkatungang gabi magsiga atong mata mo sa katawan na kailabayati ka. Ano ako kanunay, kanimo na higugma. Day gakuday Diligyo dapat nga gubo na to imong kaugmaunday Maluoy kaday Diligyo ko gusto matigpasan sa imong tatay day Ngisi gamay Dili pa panahon para kita makikigumay day Katawa gamay Dili pa panahon para ako kang tabanon day Ngisi gamay Dili pa panahon para masupaktan si mong nanay day Oh, katawa gamay Dili pa panahon para ako kang tabanon day
Mission Bayhano, la 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 Ikaw wala ni dagan o paatik, dili ni naadik pero tay nang lawas sa kalagitik, balik ka sa kumbaba kay kapamitik. Kay lahi ka na klase, lahi ka kalibre So bebe alena dire Pino ang priyan nane Pagkalma siya't ka na gobe Kay karong abiyo na palayota sa drama Ikaw o kako Asa tumuho ng wako kabalo Iyo ka bala ka sa lain na tawo kay wakaila Sa'yo sunato piyong ang mata Ganay kantaha ikaw kadala Kaning kanta ikaw kadala La Mission Bayhano 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 La Tanan sakit na kaagi at tunay rason Kusgan sa una, mas kusgan karon Lahi kang bayhana, dili ka kumon Upuang sa una, kahapon Gamata o bago na storya Atong storyahan puhon Si mama ikaw gibulong Babae na naitumong Sa lumon nini ko na lawas ginawag lalong Kay karong abiyo na palayota sa drama Ikaw o kako Asa tumuhon ng wako kabalo Yaw ka bala ka sa lain na tao kay wakaila Sayaw sa nato piyong ang mata Kaning kantaha ikaw kadala Kaning kantaha ikaw kadala La Mission Bayhano 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 La
Dire get a band. Here's the Radiant Band. Dire's band now. Radiant's turn to ban.
Juggernaut.
The Dire get a ban. Ten seconds.
5 seconds
Here's
remaining.
the Radiant ban. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
The Dire get a ban. Dire's turn to pick. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Witch Doctor. Dire's turn to pick. Shadow Demon.
Yes, welcome everyone. This is the DreamLeague C Southeast Asia Open qualifiers, and we are in the
10
lower
seconds left
bracket.
by my count.
Lower bracket playoff
5
round,
seconds remaining.
and we have TNC versus Warriors Gaming Unity, and this is a best of 3 series. Hopefully, we will have a good match today.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Assassin.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dire's ban now. Brewmaster. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
And yeah, TNC got knocked out by Lotak yesterday with a comeback game. So Lotak is in the upper bracket and they will be facing Fnatic. Still a best of 3 games. And Mineski I think is in the upper bracket as well. No. I'm sorry, man. Noob from India. This isn't panic. But there's something wrong with my. There's something wrong with my audio here for the main caster of the DreamLeague.
Radiant's turn to
It
pick.
is not working right now, so I might as well talk something a bit. But in a while, I'll try to reconnect the
Dyer's
game.
turn
So
to pick. Dragon Knight.
and there you go. The final hero of the Warriors Gaming Unity will be the Dragonoid. And my friend Ben is here. Yeah. What the hell, Kim? Yeah, Panic isn't available right now. I'm
10
sorry, guys.
seconds.
He is the best caster I know.
5 seconds remaining.
And we will wait for the final hero of TNC. Hopefully, TNC, man. What is happening to them? It's been quite sloppy.
Choose your hero.
Ah! Woo! And we are about to start the lower bracket playoff round in the Dream League Season 11. Let me check my mic. Whew. Hopefully the in-game caster is working. There you go.
You will be forever alone.
Oh, but there's
Prepare for battle.
You will be forever alone.
就是其实就跟一个酱油带的差不了太多那样。
You're in over your head.
No, I'm feeling it.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it's kind of sad, guys. The in-game caster isn't working. So, what should I do? And wow, what an early first blood for Warriors Gaming Unity.
Talentless. That's not right. Looking good.
Cast off the lines. We embark for battle.
So let's introduce our team. TNC Gabby for the Terrorblade Ninja Boogie, support Witch Doctor, TNC Armel with a mid Morphling, and Thims with the roaming Nyx Assassin, and Cuckoo with the offlane Core Dazzle. And meanwhile, in the Warriors Gaming Unity side, we have Brewmaster as Velo, and this Felix for the support Shadow Demon, and we have the support Lich by Kang, and the carry Juggernaut by Nico Baby, and their mid is nothing to say. So we have an engagement here in the top lane, and Ninja Boogie is going low HP. Ninja Boogie, 2 more hits. Nice kill by the Shadow Demon. And at the bottom side of the lane, Cuckoo, it's quite too deep.
That's not right.
Our mid matchup. There you go. TNC Armel is falling down low.
Talentless.
Denied.
Oh, nice kill. Frankie Oh my god, the in-game caster is it working? What is happening to this stream? Oh, Gabby is in trouble. Juking around, but no. Warriors Gaming Unity will secure the kill. Nice stun coming from Teams. And that was it. Back to the minute matchup.
Regeneration.
And the Juggernaut is on the top of the network as of the moment, and we are about to reach the 5-minute mark of the game. And Teams again doing Teams things. And a Cuckoo Dazzle Core.
I can't let you have that. Denied. Just
There you go, Frost Blast and a slow coming by Cuckoo.
That's not right.
Witch Doctor is ready for a rotation for a wraparound Ninja Boogie, but he's quite hesitant. Back to the bottom lane.
Radiant think fortification can save them.
Go Ninja Boogie.
About to take the blow.
Ninja Boogie. Boogie, are you going in? There you go, Ninja Boogie. Team stepping mid. Nice cast with a Valedict, and again stun, another stun coming from Teams. Will the Dragonite falls down, and I think the Valedict will secure the kill, and there you go. The first kill of TNC for this match. But meanwhile, our Juggernaut is on the free farm mode, while TNC score is quite a bit down low on the net worth. Oh my god, TNC, you need to do something. Gabby needs to come back. My god, the core Cuckoo is being harassed by a support Shadow Demon, but with the smoke rotation from TNC, will they get this Brewmaster? And Brewmaster isn't level 6 yet, and he has no mana. I think they will get this Brew. Oh, a miss done by Tims. Oh my god, what is happening to TNC? They have so many errors. Kugus going down mid, and what are they planning? Oh, okay. But again with the rotation from Warriors Gaming Unity, will the Grave comes out? No, Roshan deny? No. No, this is a best of 3 games, Sir Frankie Rai. And the disruption, Yules coming from the Panda, and the cast comes out, but it didn't bounce to the hero. But still, Warriors Gaming Unity is forcing this tier 1 tower at the mid lane, and I think TNC will fall back. They have nothing to do with it.
Dire's middle tower just got knocked down.
I think their Terror Blade needs to catch up. Look at Terror Blade's net worth, guys, and compare it to the Juggernaut. Nico baby. It's really. And there you go, the disruption with the Frost Blast of the Lich and the slow with the mini Shiva's Guard and the mini Black Hole from the Lich will secure the kill on Ninja Boogie. And the score is 6-1, and Nico baby is looking for Kuko, and Kuko will oh my god, what's happening? Kuko, what are you doing? Kuko needs to get back, and I think Kuko has no grave at all. And again, TNC is crumbling down with the wave, with the thunderclap, and at least Arnel gets a solo kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Go. Armis TPing bottom tower.
Trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Unity's five hero is here at the bottom lane. They want to push this tower, and there you go. Where is the stun? No stun.
Withstand the tide. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant fortified their structures. Attack the hero. Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Nice cast by Ninja Boogie, but Ninja Boogie has caught at the sidelines. Teams, what are you waiting, teams? You need to stun. Nice double stun by Teams. TP cancelled. And no, Ninja Boogie falls down. Nice use coming from the Panda. And Warrior Games Unity will disengage, but I think it is a fake back. Oh no! Nico, Blade Fury and TP out. And here comes the Terror Blade.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks. They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower. Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Like a
Radiant
drunk
structures
sailor.
are fortified.
Double damage.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Ninja Boogie.
To take the plunge.
Bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Dire's top
Oh.
tower is gone.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire structures are fortified.
Radiant's bottom tower has rung its last bell.
Dire's top tower is under attack. You won't do a thing.
Omni Slash bounces on the creeps, but nice stun on the Dragon Knight to secure the kill on the next assassin, and they are pushing the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire are scanning for enemies.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Teams is quite aggressive, but a missed stun with the disruption. A miscommunication there by Warriors Gaming Unity. Teams of faking a stun, ulti, but there is no detection from and there goes the detection, but is Armel, nice switch. There you go, a grave from Coco. Nice stun again by Teams. They will get the Brewmaster.
Bounty. We rely not upon fortune. My waters rise.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
The Lich.
is a stiff wind.
They decided to TP the bot lane, but they cancel it. Oh no, it's been cancelled by Ninja Boogie's cast. Ninja Boogie ulti, and they get the Shadow Demon and Teams. Nice start from Teams, but I think they will not engage. The Juggernaut is already has the Maelstrom and the Yasha, while Gabby,
Bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Gabby's quite far.
Radiant's bottom tower has
There you go, a stun, and Puko will be the grave and TP. Oh yes, Puko will get out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
TNC Arbel! With the tipped.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the ulti coming from Ninja Boogie Teams. And they will not force the issue.
That make a big mess.
Maria.
And there you go, the Thunder Club comes out with a cast with a Valedict, but in the back lines, Nico Blade Fury out. What is happening? And they got the Brewmaster, and the Chain Frost comes out. And again, oh no, Teams got killed. With a nice stun coming from the Dragon Knight, but Gabby still has the Sunder. What is happening to TNC? Oh, with the blink, a missed Valedict by Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie is left alone, but no! Ninja Boogie goes down, and Armel on the backside. He wants to kill this Lich, and he will secure the kill.
机也可能好一点。过2击大的话 ，CD 肯定赚好了。
Looking good.
It's okay, bro. Teams scouting around. He found the Juggernaut, but will they? There's a Sentry Wards, but it's the TNC Sentry Wards. Nico, Teams, are you really doing it, Teams? No, Teams, no. The Vendetta is about to burn off. And there you go, there a smoke rotation from the Wings Gaming Unity. And the Juggernaut. TNC is crumbling down. The score is 13-7, and we are in the 22-minute mark of the game. TNC Cuckoo. Oh my god, Dazzle is split pushing. New meta coming from the TNC, and a Blink stun coming from the Dragon Knight. They focus on Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie falls down, and Armel needs to get back. But still, Cuckoo is on the bottom side, but he goes back to the base, trying to defend this mid lane. And Nico with the Blade Fury. Oh, a Yule's coming from the Brewmaster. There you go. Armel capping his Dragon Knight. Teams is getting ready. It's all good, boys. Oh, Tips! And just that, Teams just wasted a Vendetta. And And then it's a miss wave coming from Arnel. What the fuck, TNC? What are you doing? But really, Arnel. And an Omni Slash. Oh my god, with the Chain Frost and another bounce. And the two hero died on TNC side. It is a support and a core kill by the Warriors Gaming Unity. Oh no, will be the end of TNC. One more time for the mid lane. There you go. The first tier 3 tower falls down. Despite the score advantage, TNC has a 1k gold lead.
Attack! Dire's top shrine has fallen! Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire are scanning for enemies. Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. The shrine has fallen.
Thanks for playing Dota 2. Killing spree. Double kill. Dominating, I guess. More than 2 kills, but less than 4 kills.
attack.
Light.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Dire's middle barracks might fall. Dire's middle barracks.
What is happening? Terrorblade is pushing their own base. TNC, what are you doing? Shallow Grave.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
You will be
Radiant's top
forever
shrine has fallen.
alone.
Splish splash. Dire are getting the base.
Radiant's top tower is on the
are scanning for enemies.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine is fallen.
Radiant better raise a defense for their bottom barracks.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower. Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
What the hell, TNC? You don't have any creep wave.
Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant's middle tower and Golden Stable. Radiant's middle tower just healed. Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Radiant's top tower does not send through the flash.
What a comeback by TNC! Woo! What a game! Up next, game number 2, boys. Ah! Woo!
It was a scary lineup.
Fuck!
To
Now the in-game caster is working. My God. Okay, guys, we'll be having a break. I'm sorry to tell you. We will be having a break. So stay tuned. Get some food, snacks. We are heading to game number 2. Hopefully, guys, TNC will advance. Nice games, nice games. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Woo! The sustain of TNZ are so damn real.
This is a Flip Music exclusive.
Tinig ng sariling himig ang nagtulak sa'kin para sabihin ang gabing ito'y solohin natin. Kung chocolate yung kanya, mas sweet naman yung sa'kin. Iyahain, sweet and spicy, pansit, kanto na kanin. At least ako nagsaing para di malata. Ako'y nabulag sa pag-ibig mo, di bahalata. Buong gabi ang mata ko'y sa'yo lang nakatingin. Dahil para kang pulot malagit kung tumingin. Gusto sana kitang kausapin, huwag ka mag-alala dahil walang tao sa amin. Tayo lang dalawa, ako lamang at ikaw walang iba. Gagawa ng paraan, makasama lang kita. Ang oras ay patitigilin ko dahil mas pipiliin ko. Sa piling mo, feeling ko, ikaw lamang ang kasipin ko. Sa atin ang gabi na kahit nakaw sandali. Teka, isang tanong, isang sagot, oo lamang at hindi. Hindi ka pwedeng humindi, pagkat sa atin ang gabi hindi mapakali kapag wala ka sa tabi. Wag na wag kang hihindi, abot langit ang ngiti, ikaw ang katabi. Pagkat sa atin ang gabi, pausukin natin parang bagong sali na kape. Di sa akin di iyo sapagkat sa atin ang gabi. Sabik na sabik pag ikaw ang kahalikan. Parang dating magkasintahang nagkabalikan. Sa sobrang sarap talo ang pananghalian. Sa lambing parang yakapalo ng dalampasigan. Panatagan loob at ako'y kalmado. Sa lambing makakatulog ako'y sarado. Kulay ng pagmamahalan sa paligid na puna. Lahat kulay dugo pagkat mata ay mapula. Pakiramdam magaang pasaunan. Katawa'y nagliyab, mainit pa sa maanghang na hapunan. Hinahanap ng puso bulong kasi isa lang. Tanging hahanapin ko buong gabi, ikaw lang. Matagal ang inintay upang masolo ka at yung ibigay ang sagot na iniintay na sana oo. Pagkat di ka pwedeng humindi, pagkat sa atin ang gabi, hindi mapakali kapag wala ka sa tabi. Wag na wag kang hihindi, abot langit ang ngiti, ikaw ang katabi, pagit sa atin ang gabi.
Ikaw lamang ang nasa isipan, pakiramdam ay para bang ako'y hinihipan ng hangin papunta sa kama na sa langit, nasa ulap pag ikaw ang kasama. Pag ikaw ang katabi, isang gabi sa ating bitin, pagsasaluhan na gabi, sindami ng between. Maikling panahon dapat gawin nating mahaba, kung kulang ang gabi, isama natin ang tanghali at umaga.
Sa harapan ng libo-libong usisero na alim sa baliw na Pilipinong musikero, na natiling sikreto ang lihim ko na pagtingin, ngunit sa aking pagtikim na kaliwanag ang dilim. Inibig ko ang tulad mo kahit ako'y salat sa pera, ginagamit na liwanag sa pagsulat ay kasera, at hindi sa tubig kundi sa pag-ibig ay uhaw. Pagkainom gano'n pa rin ang lasa ay kundi ikaw kaya.
Di ka pwedeng humindi, pagkat sa atin ang gabi, hindi mapakali kapag wala ka sa tabi. Wag na wag kang hihindi, abot langit ang ngiti, ikaw ang katabi, pagit sa atin ang gabi. Di ka pwedeng humindi, pagkat sa atin ang gabi, hindi mapakali kapag wala ka sa tabi. Wag na wag kang hihindi, abot langit ang ngiti, ikaw ang katabi, pagit sa atin ang gabi. Gusto sana kitang kausapin, huwag kang mag-alala dahil walang tao sa amin. Tayong dalawa, mo lamang at ikaw walang ibang gagawa ng paraan, makasama lang kita. Gusto sana kitang kausapin, huwag kang mag-alala dahil walang tao sa amin. Tayong dalawa, mo lamang at ikaw walang ibang gagawa ng paraan, makasama lang kita. Gusto sana kitang kausapin, huwag kang mag-alala dahil walang tao sa amin. Tayong dalawa, mo lamang at ikaw walang ibang gagawa.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud and women warm, been kicked around since I was born, and nothing's gonna change the way we live, cause we can always take but never give, and now that things are changing for the worse, see, oh, life's going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, yeah. Futures made of virtual insanity now always seem to be governed by this love we have for useless twisting of a new technology. Oh, now there is no sound, for we all live underground. Well, now I get low and I get high, and if I can't get either, I really try. Got the wings of heaven on my shoes, I'm a dancing man, and I just can't lose. And nothing's gonna change the way we live, cause we can always take but never give. And now that things are changing for the worse, see, oh, life's going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, yeah. Futures made of virtual insanity now always seem to be governed by this love we have for useless twisting of a new technology. Oh, now
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy. Because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway the wind blows, it doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I had never been born at all.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo, Magnifico!
I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. No, 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 no.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Mamma mia, let me go.
playing against Detonator right now in the other lower bracket match, and PG Barrack up 1-0 themselves. So, yeah, both of those elimination matches, the one we're casting here and that one. To keep you guys informed.
We were talking a little bit during the break about how, you know, we hadn't really thought about Cuckoo being a core in that off lane, right?
Yeah.
That was something that kind of popped up later, and Kip's like, oh, I didn't, you know, I should have known that. I should have thought of that. But, you know, it was the high risk, high reward because he ended up going for that Midas really early. And while it ended up paying off spades for him, it could have easily gone sideways as well because it's more time that he wouldn't have been able to do quite as much as he would have liked if they started, you know, if Warriors was just taking these fights just a little bit different. But
I think that if he sees his contribution as mostly just, you know, shallow graves and then the shadow waves during the base defense, then yeah, sure, Midas doesn't matter one bit.
Can we take my favorite hero off the board though right now because unfortunately he is not. It is not in the.
I have no idea.
Captain's mode. This guy's a little too powerful to be in Captain's mode right now. I miss the days of IO toggling though. Toggling does not really exist anymore with that hero, but.
Yeah, the Midas pick was very interesting because, again, in the moment I remember talking about it, it's like, again, the idea that it's greedy now, there is a synergy with the bad juju, and we kind of saw that. And so that's what
sustained for days coming out from that team.
When we were having that discussion in terms of, you know, whether or not that was good, my ultimate kind of logic, and I'm sure they thought too, is they were already kind of all in on this later game strategy. So why not doing that a bit more with the Dazzle even getting extra greedier going the Midas? They were basically going to get a point, we got to win this late game or we don't win at all. And it got to the late game, and they were able to pull through. So tier 3 Roshan as well, as you pointed out, Kip.
Yeah. By the way, you're sitting there like you don't have anything to do with. That's a tiny, and it's yours. That is not my cabinet, sir.
So far away. Fine.
All yours.
So who picked Tiny? TNC?
Yeah, TNC grabbed themselves a Tiny. We will not be seeing an Undying, a Lich, or a Tusk, and no Elder Titan, Earth Spirit, or what is that, Grimstroke?
Grimstroke,
yeah.
Yep.
Tiny.
So no more Lich here, which is like that.
Who knows what's Tiny? I'm just going to put him
probably, I would say Tiny's most likely going to be a 4.
This is Tim's 100%.
Tim's Tiny?
Yeah, Tim's Tiny.
Okay.
Look at that little guy. He's so happy. Level 1 Tiny, the happiest hero in the game with his Tiny tree.
Looks like Tim's. Like Tim's. No, seriously, when Tim's is playing,
Tim's a very happy player.
He just has this smile on his face. He's like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing.
So when you think of Tiny, think of Tim's, guys.
And then when you think of, actually, like that was Raven is not on that team anymore, but when you think of Raven, think of a marshmallow. Raven is like a marshmallow.
I'm sure he loves that you're just telling everyone that he looks like a marshmallow.
Yikes.
I don't think any guy wants to be
small, round, and fluffy.
Yeah, but no man wants to be called a marshmallow generally, Kips. They like very masculine, fierce things. But
has he tried not looking like a marshmallow?
They go with the Witch Doctor Juggernaut, and Grimstroke and Lich both being banned, so we're seeing kind of those next tier supports coming out. And again, Witch Doctor moving up the list a little bit, I suppose, because that Maledict.
A Maledict, man.
Yeah, decent partner for the Juggernaut. Doesn't provide the slow, but has that cask stun, of course.
Gives you some team fight, gives you some sustain. You've got 2 different heroes now, right? You've got the Juggernaut who's going to be able to use his own sustain, and then of course the Voodoo Restoration on Witch Doctor. Do you get the Terror Blade?
You know, why would you ever change a winning plan? Indeed. He can't have gone very far. That Terror Blade should just always be at
No, every time Breaky does that, he takes one of the heroes that he's like, oh, they're totally going to have this hero, like, for sure, and then it ends up not getting placed out at all, so.
Man, I've actually started moving the Juggernaut and some other picks like that more towards the front, just because I know I'm going to be reaching for those a lot.
I'm sure by the end of this week, we're going to know exactly what everybody's go-to crafting, because everyone's still figuring out the patch, too. You know, there's a lot of, we see some of the comfort picks. You actually mentioned that while we were sitting in between games at one point, like, you've got half the teams that are picking comfort picks, and the other half that's trying out the patch, and like the teams that are doing comfort are just waiting to see what they discover. Like, oh, that's a good idea. You know, have your enemies work harder for you, right?
As you know who told me that once? Who? I was Bulba.
Oh, okay.
Very, very wise man. It's like, you know, why would you go and experiment with stuff that might not work out if you can just look at other people doing it and then see like, this doesn't work. We're not taking that. This does work. Doink.
There you go.
Were they second picking OD when no one else was at the China Major?
First picking, even.
They were even well, the first 2, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you know, they got 3rd place yet again, so that's good.
That was specifically, apparently, his strategy for dealing with LGD.
Okay.
And sometimes you just find those heroes where you know that, all right, if I pick this, half of their hero pool is just gone, and we're always going to be constricting them just by picking this one thing.
Yeah.
And other teams often underestimate that because they're like, well, you know, we should be able to deal with OD theoretically, but maybe they haven't quite seen how their strengths and weaknesses are, and they can't quite see how it messes with them, basically.
Shadow Demon. They like the Shadow Demon. I can't blame them.
All right.
It was working out for them.
Actually, still not mine.
Still my side.
Still not mine.
Beastmaster's still there. Look out for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Side of the Radiant. But Shadow
Beastmaster
Demon.
Tiny is solid. I just... Kuku's a decent Beastmaster, but it just feels a bit too... What do you say? Standard?
What would you prefer to see him on, then?
Like, you know... This is a Juggernaut, so normally I know he only does like the Crystal Maiden against illusion heroes and that sort of thing.
Okay.
But I really liked that when they did that, just offlane Crystal Maiden. Of course, during Malaysia, when I was coaching for them as well, they did the Shadow Shaman offlane as a response to all of the Morphling backups. That was great. But yeah, in this case, they have a Juggernaut again. I wouldn't actually be surprised if they would just pick up... Oh no, the Devil is bad right now.
Oh, Wyvern.
Why am I sitting down?
it's like all that one right now.
So a hero that's interesting in terms of the Terrorblade matchup.
But it's not a matchup, it's on the same side.
Well, I'm not talking about... Okay. Getting to my point.
Sorry.
In terms of the Terrorblade, a hero that comes to mind that we do not see a lot right now, and I understand why, but Necrophos. You do have a Shadow Demon, Soul Catcher into a Reaper Scythe. Sounds pretty good. Probably not going to see it. Just putting it out there, though.
Yeah, but you know, with the Winter Wyvern, yeah, she often saves at points where people are at low health, and then you can just Axe is good as well, actually.
Oh, for the Culling Blade.
Both the Reaper Scythe as well as the Culling are really good reactions to that, but.
All right. Just saying.
It's really interesting. Yeah. Sorry about that interruption just now. It's like with the Winter Wyvern matchup.
Why do you think they're going Wyvern here, though? What's the plan?
Good against Juggernaut.
Yeah. Like, Juggernaut can really kill his own team with that. As well as that, this is another save for the Terrorblade. Like, just get your Sunder off. And Dazzle is banned right now. You can even play the Winter Wyvern offlane. They could be doing that.
There's a bad.
Okay, that one's... Can you
I can, yes. I will take the watermelon.
Yeah, I was about to start throwing him around.
Batrider is great in the Terrorblade matchup. Yep. As far as the landing phase especially, so.
Oh, it's absolutely
going over a couple options there.
Is this what we see? No, probably not, because we've got the Tiny picked up already. I was going to say, you know, maybe a Nyx Assassin, right, is so good against a Batrider.
Yep.
Because of that Spike Carapace, you can cancel it out, make him, you know, have trouble getting out. But again, they've already got the Tiny, so I doubt that we see the Nyx Assassin pick up.
Could be offlane Nyx or, you know, offlane Tiny. They could interchange that still, so. They feel like they want
I don't think they want to, though.
Tiny's not cuckoo. It's just not. And maybe Armel could play it mid, but that's about it.
I don't think you want to put it mid, though.
No, it's pretty much guaranteed. But the Winter Wyvern could still be off. They might actually switch up the lane where the Terrorblade plays, so they might do the whole musical chairs thing.
I still go back to Beastmaster. Primal Roar is great lockdown against Juggernaut, even with the spin. Stopper for that, as far as him spin TPing, and just the Inner Beast aura is great with the Terrorblade synergy. And it's objective push as well for them right now, which they're not lacking necessarily, but it's always good to have more of that.
Yeah, it's really very good. I'm not sure how the Beast does again in, like, if you put him in a lane up against a Batrider, if you would do sort of like a gentleman's agreement again. I don't quite remember that.
I would think he would do decent, because the boars, if anything, with the slow against Batrider, even if he tries to Firefly away, I would think that he could harass pretty well.
You're faster during Firefly now as well. Oh, that is an Armel puck right there.
This is fun seeing some of these.
Armel classic.
Yeah, this one is actually on my side over here.
Puck, huh?
Oh, yes. This is like, much like, you know, the Nisha puck, you don't get to see it a lot anymore, but that doesn't mean that they're not, like, beastly on these heroes. Let's see.
Why did they pick it up here, though? Because were they actually concerned about getting banned? That's the one question that I have. I know he's great with the hero, but it's not one we're seeing a lot right now. You don't know the mid-matchup yet. They're just that confident, huh?
I mean, it is one that you can switch to a sideline. I actually did put it, like, I need to. Gotta be accurate. I think that a puck in general is not the greatest last pick because you can actually be flexible with where you land it still. This could also potentially be a cuckoo puck.
Okay.
So I'm saying Armel here just because I know that he's absolutely brilliant, but actually like Cuckoo used to play this mid all the time as well.
WG.Unity does have the overall last pick, I'm realizing too, so there's that logic there of...
No, they don't. I don't think so, because the Tiny was all the way first, right?
No, it's TNC has this 5th pick now, and then it'll be WG.Unity.
Oh, yes.
So,
wow, it is getting late, man.
Going back to that, it's so
right.
picking
So
up puck,
really
you're not worried about getting countered in that sense.
Yeah, what hour are we on at this point? What, 10 or 11?
For us, our shift, yeah, we're good in there.
Yeah.
I think we're about 11 hours in.
Nature's Prophet.
So they can...
Well, don't forget that slight buff that they put now where you can eat one of Nature's Prophet streams, right?
The greatest tri-laner ever. So...
Huh.
So what's the last
Armel puck, Nature's Prophet for Cuckoo?
It's gonna make them pretty mobile, which is pretty good, right? So if Tiny starts getting some going, especially with puck, you can just have the Nature's Prophet teleport in, provide support, or even just like split push, right?
I'd think that it would be like this.
I think Lena comes to mind for WG.Unity.
Lena's not popular anymore, though. You don't see her much.
Not, but...
She didn't really get touched by the patch yet either, right?
Yeah, no.
I guess against Puck, she's not that great either, so...
No, Puck just has such high attack base damage, too.
She is really very great against the Turbo.
Yeah.
And they don't, like, the tempo. Okay.
So just, they go in terms of this game.
Okay. And also, this is not TNC picking up. This is actually WG picking it up as well. Very interesting draft coming out here from TNC. They could still play, like, the Winter Wyvern can be 5 support, can also still be an offlane Winter Wyvern and a position 5 Nature's Prophet support, but that would put him up, like, that would put the Terrorblade on a very nasty lane with only a Nature's to support him, which is a bit... There's a bit big of a risk. Then again, we've seen that TNC doesn't really mind taking a step back and waiting.
Timbersaw does look really good here.
Yeah.
Against Terrorblade, he's great. Against Nature's Prophet, great. The mid matchup, I assume he does more than fine against a puck. So yeah, against what Wyverns, Curse, I know he's not concerned. The Cold Embrace, he's not really concerned. So this
is a very good Timber game.
It is.
Really,
all right, so
that's my prediction. WG.Unity. For that alone, I think the Timbersaw pick actually was a very, very good finish.
What about you, Kips?
Like, I am inclined to agree here, actually. This is, and I've lost predictions before where I went against this good of a Timbersaw game, which is really, like, that's really fun because it is an amazing Timber game. I'm gonna go with WG as well.
I'm gonna have to jump on the bandwagon here because again, this Timber, there's not that great of lockdown. It seems like it's a pretty good pickup against this team. Should be perfectly fine in lane against that puck. So I think we are all going for WG.Unity.
We want game 3. That's what we really want, let's be honest.
For sure.
That's true.
No, Timbersaw is a great pick here, though. And as far as the other lanes go, again, the Bat Rider into the Terrorblade lane, that's going to be something I'm sure. I wonder if TNC is going to try to react to you if they go aggressive with the Terrorblade. Obviously, if they do, of course, we can see the adjustments. So musical lanes is very possible here in this earlier stage.
And you want to avoid this, so they can't really do a switcheroo with the lanes for like the Nature's Prophet and the puck mid and offlane either. The puck is going to do decently against it, but you definitely don't want the Nature's Prophet up against a Timbersaw. That's one of those few lanes where Nature's just does not do enough.
Literally, science will overtake, you know, but someone who's dedicated his life for cutting down trees is probably not a great matchup.
Is there a reason to just put it out that, like, why you'd run Tiny mid instead of the puck and put puck on support? Because, but that's not even necessarily a better answer. It's a decent answer to Timbersaw, but
it's like
it's not like that good there.
Like most strength heroes don't, but in this case, Tiny does decently well because of the huge last hit strength that he has.
It is Armel and puck, though.
Yeah, it is Armel.
Keeping it with that.
Cuckoo on the Nature's Prophet. Like that, Tim's has already been spamming out those voice lines. That's just so typically Tim's.
We've got the full invasion coming out here from WG.Unity, though.
Yeah, both these teams know that WG has a draft win.
All right, so how do they play this then? How are they going to ensure that they can hang in there long enough to make things happen, I guess, on the side of TNC?
So, honestly, like the rotations of this Timbersaw are going to mostly be making sure, like, you put him behind the towers that the Winter Wyvern is defending to make sure that you don't have this problem where you just get stuck shoving a creep wave back and forth against the Winter Wyvern who just splinter blasts it and goes ha ha while flying away really snootily. So I can't do her voice. But
that's perfect, don't worry.
I thought Winter Wyvern was sitting next to us here on the couch, so you know, I like it.
Ninja Boogie's dead.
It's a lot of sticky on him.
Sticky, the poisons. Got one more poison, and boom, shakalaka.
Snap your fingers, Thanos.
Well, that means well, half. Never mind.
Spoilers, guys. Come on now.
Come on, everyone here has an internet connection.
You hope so, otherwise there's some sort of magic voodoo going on when they're watching this match.
No, I think it's a case of TNC though. Just know that Timbersaw is going to have a great game early on, especially.
Yep.
Don't overthink it. Don't try to, send massive rotations, trying to kill him. It's almost that Broodmother effect, right, where you kind of just accept that he's going to win the lane, he's going to have a good start. Know that you'll eventually be able to start dealing with it later on in the game, address his teammates, lock everyone else down, and get, say, the silver edge on Cuckoo to kind of break through that reactive armor, then find your opening.
There's a lot of harass coming out over here on Tim's right now. Don't think it's quite enough to kill him. No, it's very close, very close. Cap's gonna get a couple bounces though over here. Tree's gonna get casually tossed out. The Witch Doctor. Cuckoo might be in for some trouble now. He's trying to break some ankles, trying to use these trees as his friend. He's gonna go right back over to Tim.
Oh, Tim's missing the body block. That is...
There it is.
Yeah.
That could be a dead Kong though.
Nice.
No, he's fine.
Okay. Oh no, he used it already.
Juggernaut cancel that attack animation on Tiny, by the way. Having no armor, I actually wonder if that would have killed him, but if that was a bit of a misstep on his part. But either way, it's they get the kill on Nature's Prophet anyways, and still feeling pretty good about that. And oh well, apparently they killed Tiny too in the long run. Timbersaw, he's fine. Just taking some extra damage. Especially once he gets that first bracer, let alone if he gets another one, like, he's going to be unkillable, of course, in that at least 1v1.
He's just doing Timbersaw things right now,
And I think the changes to the reactive armor kind of stimulate him to go extra crazy in order to get those stacks as well. Like, you want to be diving towers and dragging all of this creep aggro because you need more stacks to get the same amount of regen up as before. And you do get more of them as well, so...
Armel early on is doing very good job with the CS. I would think that's kind of expected though too. Again, Timbersaw, it's going to be like 3-4 before he starts really come online.
Oh dear.
It's the CS.
Oh, Ninja Boogie.
He is in a lot of trouble.
Again, I think he's just dead. He can't really juke these poisons. That nice disruption. We're going to add this poison here. It's not going to be enough damage though.
Oh no, he does have himself a stick, so gonna pop those charges.
That was pretty risky for him, but very well played. Definitely learned from the previous game being up against that.
Terribly no surprise having a tough time, as that's just a suicide there. But yeah, in the Batrider matchup, on the other side again, Batrider looking good, 15-5 against 8-1 Terrorblade right now. And you see Velo taking advantage of a little bit of a stack up to the side. Burn, baby, burn.
God, I can't just hear that nod. Follow up with Disco Inferno.
I was hoping you'd come through.
I got you, don't worry.
What's the first item for Batrider this game? Those new drums especially actually do seem really strong on him too now.
Yeah, I would say drums. For sure, get in, get out.
Drums in a blink sounds good.
Anything mobility based generally is very, very good for that.
4 staff against Sprout though, even against Dreamquad. This is what you're worried about.
There goes Gabby.
He's got a salve, he has bottle charge, so he's still fine.
Get a kill actually top lane. Hunt gets taken down here. Looks like Cuckoo in for a little bit of trouble here. He's got a lot of Maledict on him. Trying to find some more poison. Not going to be able to quite find it over here. Tim's turn around in circles.
Kill the treants. Get some more poison stacks.
It's a lot of poison stacks. Yeah, look at that.
Didn't actually kill them though.
It's making it rain over there.
10. Oh, he actually killed. Oh, nice. Yeah, killed Armel. going too deep in there.
This is starting to look real rough for TNC. Like, they're farming decently on the lanes, but all of these heroes that just died can't afford to die another time.
Top lane, Tiny in for some trouble. Gonna try to run himself out. They've got the spin though.
He's dead.
Yep, he is 5 pops. See you later, Cuckoo. Trying to run himself away here. We'll be able to go and secure themselves those runes though while they chase back the Nature's Prophet.
That is one of the problems that you get when you literally can't be aggressive on your lane. You can't choose when you push it out, so the enemy is going to push it out when you do, and then they're going to grab all of the runes, because you have just no way to get away from that creep wave.
Oh, yeah, literally every single rune there.
Yep.
Going in favor of WG.Unity.
And you know, where before TNC was CSing enough to make up for the fact that they were losing kills? Oh, that was an aggressive orb.
That was good. I was about to say, like, how are you going to lock down this puck? But you've got a lot of rotation. The Witch Doctor's over there. You waited until he was very aggressive, and there goes Armel.
I mean, the timing was perfect. The supports happened to just get there to rotate to set up a gank, and sure enough, he goes aggressive with the orbs. So he must be doing that quite a bit, and that's probably why they picked up on it. They figured
he's been very aggressive, and I'm sure it's got to be very frustrating, right? Because Timbersaw is one of those heroes that, like, you can get him really, really low, but a lot of times you can't seal the deal, and I felt like that's kind of what was happening in that mid lane constantly.
Ted lost hits up on him.
What was that? But,
Tim's 3 stacks.
Oh, he's fine.
He's okay.
Too far.
Even with the Soul Gatcher on him, that was just not quite enough.
I like this deep ward, too, over there by their shrine. It's really keeping tabs on, you know, what the items are, if they're stacking, what's going on.
Yeah.
I like it.
Level 6 puck just about here. There we go.
Behind this tower. He can't do anything.
This Timber's just tapping the time of his life. Oh boy, walks right into the puck over here.
That's a Soul Catcher. It just comes out cooldown, but oh man.
One more.
She ticks.
The Maledict.
Can we get him?
Is that level 2 Maledict, I think? Oh, gosh.
When you need an uphill mischance, and Ice Frog says no.
I get me rotated in and popped a medic for this, but they can't hold the tower, they can't get any kills. That is just not it.
WG.Unity gonna have upwards of a 3,000 net worth lead as a team with this tower kill. Yeah, there you go. Pops up to 3K.
It's a 7-minute tower right there. But I mean, we've seen Warriors, you know, they ran over during the last game, like they were doing really, really well, and then, you know.
But they were never this much ahead.
That's true, they were about 1,000.
Goes that? Yeah, I mean, Terrorblade is farming decent, so that's still a fair point. I think Terrorblade...
Look at that, Cuckoo's just forced to TP.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be there anymore.
He can't, so they're giving up that tower. They lost a mid as, like, their very first tower again. And I got a feeling that Trouble's about to break out on top as well. Cuckoo just teleported there.
Yeah, looks like they've got their eyes over here onto the Witch Doctor. We'll throw out the trees, toss back.
He had Omni Slash, but him's not giving him the chance. So yeah, this is that Timbersaw issue though. Level 4 reactive armor, he's pushing tier 2 by himself, but again, that Broodmother effect, you kind of just have to accept that he's going to farm like this.
Like, and if you want to deal with him, you're going to have to bring 2 heroes or more.
Oh, that's more.
Thunder comes out. The way that you kill a Timbersaw. Eventually, maybe? Question mark?
No.
Hello?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, and he's thinking about going back in. Oh, okay, there it is.
Whew. Yeah, Sunder is a way to do it, absolutely. Very good setup there, but...
Armel. They thought about silence. Comes out though with that Waning Rift.
These are 4 Radiant heroes in the mid lane, dealing with 1 Timbersaw and like half a Bat Rider.
Well, it was like we were saying, you know, you accept that they have a Timbersaw and you just kind of work around it, but this time they just, I don't know, maybe they figure, all right, well, I've got the Sunder, let's see what we can make happen, but...
Yeah, if it was, especially if it was planned that way, like I am going to get low in the jungle now so that we can try for the Timber, that would be like A+ gameplay.
Do you think that's exactly what it was, though?
That might have been, actually.
Yes, would be right.
Armel? You have to run himself out here.
Maybe he gets to yes.
Trying to predict there.
Oh, man.
Almost predicting. Need to be a little bit further out, but...
What is Bat Rider going for? We'll check here in a second as Witch Doctor.
I think he had the...
Getting caught. Okay, he's sprouted up and the cask bouncing around, but eventually get a dag, and 4 heroes are there.
Buying space.
He did go drums.
Yeah, he did go drums, and there's, oh, that's Terrorblade.
Good time.
See you later.
These are the kinds of deaths that the Terrorblade just did not have in the previous game at all. There were 0 of those. And right now they can just pick him off willy-nilly.
It's a really nice draft coming out from Warriors Gaming, and they're just executing it quite well.
Yeah. And it's only minimal adjustments, right? I still have 2 of the same heroes as they had in the last game. They sniped out the Witch Doctor this time. And then Timber and the Bad Rider are the real big changes, and it's just fitting together perfectly.
Timbersaw is going to be working on a pipe, it looks like. No Bloodstone this game. Building a pipe, and yeah, pipe's very good against this Radiant side, especially when you're dealing with the mid-core puck over there.
I expect him to probably build up the Crimson Guard later as well. Because how's he going to die? How's anyone going to die?
That is the $1,000,000 question here.
The Silver Edge on Cuckoo, I think, is, and I wonder if he's even going to Shadow Blade, let alone a Silver Edge.
Middle lane, Tim's in for a little bit of trouble. Tosses back, though, on that Bat Rider. Says, I don't want this, thank you.
You can keep it.
Yeah.
Very nice, but no.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Narmel.
I mean, you gotta do something. Like, you can't keep just tossing him back. At some point, you gotta do something.
Veil going to be worked on by Puck. I suppose it's a hero that you would expect to see it on, but albeit not a popular item in general.
You don't see that many Pucks, honestly, in general, too. It's like Vita and...
Once again, this is not like the forward-facing item choice, but definitely the defensive item choice. He's just standing there accepting his fate. Poor Tim's.
Why not? Barely can move anyways. Omni-Flash ready, but plenty nearby.
Yeah, and also you know that the Wyvern can just go and throw that.
Yeah, this.
You cannot Omni-Slash TP anymore, remember, too.
Yeah, that's true. Dreamclaw's gonna get used. He's leashed up.
He could use it, try to delay, but yeah, no help was coming.
No.
Yeah, they were actually showing on 3 lanes, I believe, in WG.Unity, which is never a good idea.
Yeah, well, these kills are very deceptive. It goes back to that was 4 heroes coming together to kill a 1, and now Armel, he should be fine, I want to say, unless the Witch Doctor, the...
Oh, they need just a little bit more. Look how fast he is, though. Look at him zoom.
The race car right there, yeah, that's ridiculous.
For sure. You lose the Witch Doctor, and comes Gabby. We'll just get disrupted here. Got a little tree time. They toss in the Wyvern, and they're looking for some slow or something. Velo trying to run himself out. There's going to be that, yeah.
Omni.
Oh, Gabby, he manages to find that last hit. There's going to be the spin turns back around. They don't have anything to kind of hold him in place. Haas comes out.
Tim's, you beautiful, beautiful man.
Fight seemed okay, actually, for TNC. Of course, Terrorblade death hurts, but considering. They kill the Timbersaw again.
Oh, man. I would have just laughed so hard if Mike managed to die there. So Tim saved your ass, and now you're going back in.
Nah, he's good.
Oh, man.
You see the Yasha coming along for Juggernaut. Make use of that early farm. He is top farm in the game currently. In fact, top 3 still belong on the Dire side. So it goes back to the point of, yeah, it's as great as these kills are for TNC that they've had, it's still the big picture.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the Juggernaut is dead, he can't actually farm, so that's something.
That's true.
And it's very neck and neck, too, if you take a look at these net worths.
Well, it depends a bit, too. I like to look more at, like, where is the biggest gap if everything's close, and then you look at the supports. And the Shadow Demon is nearly core in terms of net worth.
That's true.
And Ninja Boogie has nothing. Nothing at all. Does it, like, wonder if he has much more on top of his boots.
Ooh, so there's a big stack over here of Ancients, and they just ping this area. So I think that they're going to try to control this.
With Tiny is not long for this world, I tell you.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're going to try to steal the Ancients now, or maybe they don't see it.
I feel like they've got to see it, right?
I don't know.
No?
Oh, now they do.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for that career.
This is the only Ancients you have left on the map as well if you're Radiant, so like if there was going to be an Ancient stack, it isn't going to be there.
She's not to go for it, don't, so they want Wyvern at the top.
No crease for you to hide in. Nice Winter's Curse. You have to flap those little wings and get away. Uh-oh. Alright, Dreamclaw's gonna get used. Snap comes through. Still a very dead Wyvern.
Puck able to get the Witch Doctor at least with the Maldic ticking. Having to respect that. In fact, Batrider, well, that was a courier, excuse me, flying in. Looks like Batrider.
Yeah, it's on fire.
Courier's going after you.
Your guess is better than mine because I thought Monkey King for a second.
Okay, well.
And I'm just hearing the flight of the Valkyries because they go zooming on in, so.
Do we have that on the stream too?
I don't think so.
Like, you know, we've heard all of the classics.
Yeah, we've got some Beethoven on stream, we've got Joy.
Got a Blink Dagger on Velo. He had the Eels even queued up earlier.
Ooh, there is the reveal. Tims.
What you
down in his prime.
Tims. Like, he might still be smiling though. Like, oh man, they got me good. He's just like that sometimes.
Yeah,
that's good though. Like, that's a good attitude. Indestructible. That is a good attitude. Just like, wow, that was pretty great, guys. Good job.
Yeah. Bias Gaster coming in here, by the way, just in case you guys didn't know.
I'm pretty sure that anyone who says they're not a bias caster towards at least one team is a liar.
It's like
Complexity.
Is it towards or against?
Why not both?
He has a lot of very strong feelings, okay?
A level 15 on Puck's going to be important. I think it's like level 12 right now. Yeah, or level 11 even. But the new level 15, they buffed both of those talents. And I assume this game we're going to see the Spell Amp. Yeah, 15% Spell Amp with a Veil. So again, talking about how can they deal with this Timber Saw. I mean, sure, he's going the pipe, but still. They are going to be relying on Armel's Puck, of course, to be a big factor there.
Yeah, he and Cuckoo really need to do a lot of work in pushing these lanes out.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Dagon, honestly. I think a Dagon this game could feel pretty good. He's going to go Blink next, at least.
You're going to need to do something about this Timber Saw.
I do agree with the Dagon idea, actually, just because they're going to need to be...
What are the odds that there's a sentry there?
They must have seen him pick up that invis.
That's possible. When did they drop it?
Like, you can hear the sound of Ninja Boogie placing it when he came flying in.
Yeah, he like the stop the TP. Timber Saw was going top to defend right here, so the stop of the TP, that's pretty big, and that Wyvern going to be tossed in on top of the Shadow Demon. The follow-up with the Avalanche, of course, and an easy kill. The tower now in trouble, so Timber Saw says, all right, I'll go for your tier 2 then.
You know what?
I don't think he's too concerned about it. I'm going to get a tier 2. I've got, you know, Juggernaut nearby. I've got my Witch Doctor too. We'll just take this tier 2.
Like, I guess when you're this far ahead, you'd like to not trade towers anymore, but a tier 1 for, or a tier 2 for tier 1, I should say, is still always a
And that was the Dream Coil that was used. Oh, there's the drag coming back. More Tims cannot catch a break. This Batrider is just all about him. Tosses him back.
He's just gonna come straight on towards him.
2. Can he find him though? He doesn't find him. Oh, now he blinked too far. I can't find him.
Yeah, he's out. He's out, Cub Scout. Oh, he's trying to find him with the sticky.
He barely sees him there.
Oh, he finds him. It feels like he's just like, wait, what?
He's gonna toss him again at some point, right?
He's gonna keep his distance. The sticky napalm's not gonna allow that. He's just messing with him now, so it's going on top. Firefly.
Toasted marshmallow right there.
Kill me, please. I want to resurrect.
Yeah.
Cuckoo down.
Toss me if you dare.
Green call. Timber Saw's coming in now. It's the King. It's just live as long as possible. Puts up Maldic. Armel. That's a kill. That's not worth it, buddy. Maldic gonna take. Nice job. With the phase shift. And it's not enough.
Oh my word.
Actually lives.
200 something hit points.
That was very risky. Oh, and the Juggernaut gets himself a...
So he goes Battle Fury. Interesting.
I think against the Treants and the Sprouts as well, I think that's a good idea.
Why not the Maelstrom, though? We talked about it last game even. Again, great against Terrorblade for the magic damage. It's kind of the poor man's Battle Fury.
But he's a rich man this game, and besides, you can't get sprouted up and, you know, go full RTZ when you've got that Battle Fury.
I guess having a Quelling Blade, built in is helpful. Okay.
It's a multi-tool.
So it's a multi-tool. It's not just farm amp this time. Also, I guess against the Treants in general, it's going to be.
There's a lasso over here. They've got their eyes over onto the Wyvern. There's a lot of creeps though as well. Need to be careful that they don't do any assists, but they will actually burn down the Wyvern. They found themselves another friend over here. Tims is in for trouble. One more hit will do the trick, and that's a double kill.
Poor boy.
I wonder if that's the stack from earlier, by the way, that we're discussing.
I don't think anyone took it yet.
Yeah, and they now Batrider.
Now,
they found it. I know I said that Philo has been doing a really good job this game. He should made this island over here his little kingdom of, well, death, actually.
Kingdom of Death, I like it.
Isn't that the OG place? The OG spot?
No, like the OG spot is like right there
That's
up on
the
the
OG
ramp.
spot.
Like, you know, when the team comes out of the Radiant base, like, whew, the siege is not here anymore. And they walk up there and they get blown up by, you know, a Phoenix and an Elder Titan and that sort of stuff. That's OG.
Gotcha.
And then when Fly went to EG, actually EG started sitting there as well. That was really funny. So then you have both teams.
So it was a Fly spot.
I mean, it's OG spot for me just because that's funny.
It's also funny when you consider the fact it's just like, oh gee, not again.
It's like the PG-13 reason why it's funny.
Alright, Terrorblade's like, where did my stack go?
Yeah.
They left one dragon for him at least.
He get a creep.
The BM Dragon,
Yeah.
nice.
So Timbersaw choosing to get that 100 damage talent at 15 over the reactive armor stacks. I think, you know, it's kind of a trade-off that we see there a bit, but...
Yeah. No, because they need someone to hit the towers, right? Because that's something that they really don't have on WG right now.
True.
We saw before that sieging with the Juggernaut is pretty difficult if they have all of this damage from range. So instead, the Timbersaw is just going to sit there and soak it all up, and he's going to be hitting pretty hard anymore.
Oh, Timbersaw goes in. It was Tiny kind of going in first, but Wyvern's one caught back here. He has a curse, unable to get it off. He's dead for 30.
Wyvern couldn't even do anything. Tim's just hightailing it out of there. Does not want it.
But yeah, he knows what's happening next if he stays. You're getting that short end of the stick too many times.
So there's the Shadowblade purchase on Interest Profit. Going the Maelstrom first.
I guess it's reasonable to just go your little bit of farm amp first because you're going to have a bit of time. But yeah, now he's really on the clock to get that Silver Edge going. They're running out of space. They're running out of heroes to throw at WG.
Oh, Tim's, he's going to be found again. Dominating streak now for the Timbersaw.
His pickoffs are just going super well for them. I don't think we've seen them take like a full-on fight in a while.
No.
Off the side of TNC, they're just getting picked off too fast. This Batrider, Layla's just been finding all the stragglers, all the lost wayward souls that happen to be over, you know.
He's been the MVP so far, definitely.
And he's going Boots of Travel next as well. I freaking love that. Boots of Travel in general is so strong, and with TNC, you know, being like they are gonna try to split push their way out of it, right? We could see that from the start, but this Batrider is always going to.
It's a nice Dream Coil over here with the Waning Rift double on. It's almost as if there was a Grimstroke in this game, the way that just lined up perfectly.
So that was greed there from WG.Unity. They were going to protect the double damage rune. Instead, not only do they both die, but they give it up to Armel as a result. And talk about an opening for TNC. They're going to push middle with this.
Bold teleport. Let's see if it works out for him.
He's got that pipe online. He's pretty tanky. Yeah, they can't do it. Oh, there it is. There's the drag back over here. Tim's again. Nice curse coming through. We're going to hold him in place, allow Tims to get himself out.
That's just what's going on. I feel I just really want to hug Tims, man.
He heard he's a very happy guy, and you know, positivity attracts death, apparently.
That is rough, though. They were hoping to get anything out of the double pick-off there, but not today. WG is just not flinching, and I must say, after that first game, I was a little bit doubtful to see if they could actually do that, because the tilt was a real possibility, and it just really has not happened at all.
Cuckoo's got to just get out of there.
Yeah.
My goodness.
No, Lasso was on cooldown. Can see a smoke play here. Shaping up for it at least. Oh, there's no smoke, so never mind.
Casual D ward though, easy. Easy gold, easy ward.
Yeah, that was very important. And I mean, they have sentries all over that place now because it's...
And they're finding all their wards, wow.
Wow. Nico's going pretty deep there.
One more left. But yeah, that had to be full wards, right? If you see how much Velo was up in there.
Oh, they've got the dust over here for this Prophet.
Yeah, he's toast this time.
Dragging him back. That's some,
just marinating
some
a little bit
campfire.
there. Yeah.
Smoke coming off there.
This is a game where Blink Dagger actually feels decent on Juggernaut. He's going to go the butterfly route, it looks like, for now, but to really get on heroes like the Puck, you know, the back lines, the Wyvern or whatever.
Is this support just trying to solo Armel?
Yep.
Doing a pretty decent job with this one.
Keeping him away.
Shadow Demon. It's very easy to underestimate how much damage a Shadow Demon can do.
So that's the first Roshan kill this game, if I'm not mistaken. So he just picked up.
TNC has sort of stopped the bleeding though, like they've been steady at about 5k disadvantage for a while now, which is decent sign that there's actual life in this draft. And yeah, a little bit greedy from Veto here.
That's got to be a streak stopper too, right? A 4-kill streak stopper. Armel picks it up. 467 gold going his way.
So it's a 4 heroes jumping on a Bat Rider.
Well, they're going to smoke with this though and look for another pick.
They have so many smokes left now. They really want this mid tower by now. Like, it is time. But the waves are just pushed out so far every single time. Timbersaw is going to be pushing, the Jonah is going to be pushing, and of course that Bat Rider can always go anywhere.
Maybe a little too greedy here, my friend.
Spin on top, the Sprout kind of blocking him in, but the Cold Embrace, of course, gonna help save the day. Teammate alive, toss in. Remember, he has an Aegis after all this. Also has the Omni Slash. If he gets that teammate support, they are making their way over. Nico, baby, he doesn't want to pop either, though, and he's not gonna have to. He actually lives through all of that.
That's pretty close. Looks like Witch Doctor was trying to come in and provide some support here, but...
He got Malik down, though. Yeah, Terrible has to be very careful. Malik's on him. So he's running.
BKB getting picked up now for Terrorblade too, so stun himself that Tome, and Boost of Travel picked up now over on
so many Boost of Travels.
Yeah, it's a hobby of this game.
That was super close on that Jug. Get the kill over on the courier as well.
Dire courier. Yeah, TNC is just doing anything they can right now. They've been throwing Tims at WG all game. Now they get the courier snipe again, which is really valuable actually.
They picked up the Blink Dagger though on the Tiny too, over on the side of TNC, so that might make a big difference here.
So they are hitting some Tinies. How much is it gonna matter? Like, one of the danger signs for WG here is that they still haven't broken high ground yet, and they haven't even been close. And the time is starting to tick up.
Not having that courier means he won't be able to pick up the butterfly right here just yet. He's going to go to the side chop though, so I guess he'll have it. In fact, okay, it purchases it.
It was just in his stash, right? He can walk back for that. That's worth it. He could even have someone, yeah, like his teammates have Boots of Travel. Just, hey, Bat Rider, bring me that stuff.
Well, Shadow Demon just got a Glimmer Cape too, so I think he's going to head back. I'll probably hand it off to him.
Oh, I've been in for a little bit of trouble here. Chalkman getting thrown out. Timberchain actually not connect, knocks him down though onto that Logan. They still find the kill though. Toss coming up. Oh, Bat Rider already trying to force himself away. He's got that veil on him here, trying to run himself out. He's actually still alive. He's gonna try to get bottled through that just a little bit. They'll turn back around. They're gonna lose Tims.
Who's this? Nature's Prophet? He's trying to pick him up with the shrine.
No, he's not gonna do it.
Yeah, Cuckoo unable to make the opportunity there.
Yeah, it's
a nice thought,
he's probably going to try to cut the wave top.
We'll see. Okay, yeah, the quarterstaff is on Shadow Demon, so yep, we got the Glimmer. Going to bring it over. That's going to be a full butterfly completed.
And this is where you siege. Wait, they have the Timber's
already in there. He's just like, guys, you want to join me? Thanks.
That's where his spot is, right?
Yeah, BKB. Oh, the BKB is a good wave spot. They pull it back, and there is a Witch Doctor. Putting a lot of damage down. Gets the Sunder off, but it doesn't matter. Nico, baby. Cleaning up Gabby. They're just right in the base.
Glimmer actually helped keep him alive, too. So even with a big Sunder, it didn't matter in any side of it.
Did he have Metamorphosis already? He was Metaphor, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he's a
cooldown.
So if he buybacks now, there's not really too much power on it anyway.
That's such an awful voice line. He will be forever alone. Yikes.
Ooh. Like.
Well, TNC feeling pretty alone right now.
Only said that to people on the internet.
I mean, there are people on the internet still, right?
I guess so. Slightly impolite when you actually know them.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. We've been casting for a long time today.
Is doing a lot of work.
Unity is going straight up.
How do you deal with a timber? Like, that's the question, right? You can't. Like, this guy's just running around, rolling around the base.
And to be fair, they dealt with it earlier on and better than I almost expected, but it just, if anything...
Look at Nico Baby.
Yeah.
It's like objective-based gaming.
I think Nico Baby on Juggernaut was actually more impressive in that sense. Like, the fact that he was able to get so much farm, going the Battle Fury proved to pay off. But yeah, another lasso, another dead
Gabby, it's the Sundown. He's going to turn back around. And again, we said that's a good way to kind of deal with this timber saw, but still alive and kicking here. Lincoln's going to get pops. Looks like Junk's going to have to spin himself out.
Oh, the massagers.
They took down Gabby.
Yeah, Timber just able to withstand throughout it, of course. Eventually got the kill on Turbo, as mentioned, and buyback on Batrider even. So he's going to bots in, and now Armel's in trouble.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't have lasso, so wasn't able to catch him there.
They call GG, though.
That's it. We're going game 3.
They called it. They did it.
As we all expected.
Yeah, this is actually pretty... I think this is the first one where we've all gotten it right.
Yeah. I mean, it was also such a clear draft board. I've been, you know, slightly arrogant in the past, being like, nah, you can't. But you also have to believe that, right? As a coach, you can totally outplay your way out of, like, a draft loss. You have to believe that. Otherwise, you might as well tell your team to call GG after the draft. It's like, yeah, sorry, bad one, captain. Let's redo this one, number 3. No, you can't. But in this case, I think...
しい日差しを背に走り出す街の中叩かれたいつものように肩を君に夢中なことにわけなんてないのにその腕は絡むことはないいつの間にか瞳奪われて始まった離さない揺るがない Crazy for you 君が好きだと叫びたい明日を変えてみよう凍りついてく時をぶち壊したい君が好きだと叫びたい勇気で踏み出そうこの熱い想いを受け止めてほしいざわめいたフロアに賑わうテーブル越し何気ない君の視線に酔いしれ恋をしているようで踊らされてるような高鳴る鼓動にもう嘘はつけないいつになれば変わるこのもどかしい友情届けたい確かめたい I take you away 君が好きだと叫びたい何もかも脱ぎ捨て心溶かす言葉を見つけ出したい君が好きだと叫びたい今夜は返さない見つめるだけの日々なんて終わりにしよう I wanna cry for you君が好きだと叫びたい明日を変えてみよう凍りついてく時をぶち壊したい君が好きだと叫びたい勇気で踏み出そうこの熱い想いを受け止めてほしい I wanna cry for you
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts
talked to you about this before, maybe not to Breaky, but it's mostly when you want to play late game and you have second pick, it means that you get to make the offer for like the final length of the game. So you can go over or under, whereas if you are first pick, you don't get to say how late the game is going. The enemy can always, well, do over or under, and in this case, I think WG.Unity went under really hard, and that's going to be a lot harder to do when TNC has the last pick right now.
Go for that Dazzle again. I'm guessing that's going to be Cuckoo and
Dazzle Terrorblade.
The TB once again.
TB's yours.
Terrorblade all 3 games for TNC, aka Gabby.
Why change a winning formula? So I have this Dazzle here.
Winning, yeah.
And I propose a trade.
There we go.
So you don't have to walk across the entire table. Oh no.
We're good.
Just domino effect. All of the
yes.
The next shift comes in. What happened? I don't know. It was like that when we got here.
Why are you giving me Dazzle? Dazzle goes over there.
What?
Why would you not?
Cuckoo. You're saying that it's going to
support Dazzle.
Yeah?
We don't know where it's going to be yet. I'm going to call support Dazzle this game.
It's probably going to be.
It was Cuckoo the first, but I think that was more of an adjustment.
I don't think so.
Like how Kips and I both make the noise.
No, it's fine.
Alright, wait.
Juggernaut.
Juggerboy.
I feel like we've seen this opening before.
Here's the Juggerboat.
Just
this is the same as the first game opening, the exact same, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah, because they had the Lich Juggernaut on Unity's side.
I'm hoping that Unity has some better plans this time, because last time around that did not work out for them, sadly.
They banned out that Batrider, though. That is a respect.
Nix's SM ban.
Yeah, and the Nix ban.
Not doing that again.
I suppose Nix, against the Spiked Carapace against Lich as well with that Frost Shield is kind of annoying. Yeah, Batrider, though, fantastic in the Terrorblade matchup. They just dealt with the last game, so do not want to deal with that here. Pugna's another hero that definitely comes to mind if you're going to be going up against a Terrorblade. And you can run him off lane, you can run him mid. So potentially going to see that 5th ban. They banned Darkseer. We've actually been seeing them do that. I want to say all 3 games now too.
Yeah.
Great against Terrorblade in the laning phase as well. So another just good hero against him.
And it scales really well because of the same way that the Shadow Demon does. It's because of the
wall, yeah.
The illusions.
Especially with that parallel wall, level 25. I'm being a little sarcastic. It's awful. Don't get it.
I'm still struggling with trying to like place down the wall with the way it's Vector now.
Yeah,
I forget about that because I don't play a lot of Darkseer.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, oh no.
No. So
Sven, all right, that's a little bit different here. What do you get Sven pick?
Boys, Sven's back.
Yeah, Tim's was getting targeted by the bans here, so I'm expecting that this is a Tim's Sven.
That war cry up gives you a nice solid stun. Initiation, right? That was a big problem with some of these other drafts, is there just weren't.
What's previous
was not enough.
And there's the Shadow Demon. I was about to ask, like, are they just gonna go
same as game 1?
Might as well.
Oh, Sven and Shadow Demon.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Brewmaster, good against Sven.
No, it's actually both yours.
Yeah, they're both
I'm already getting
Brewmaster is good against Sven. The purge of his Warcry with the Primal Split, so keeping that in mind, a potential pick for Unity. Where are we going? Sven, TNC side. It's this side, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Shadow Demon.
Oh, you're gonna.
I got it. I'll just walk in front of everyone.
I'll turn him around, though, dude. Stop facing right.
Jeez, I do everything wrong.
It's okay. The board is the wrong way around. You can put the heroes the wrong way around. Okay. Everything for the viewers, you know?
Who?
Yeah, I thought we were just doing this for fun.
I know.
There's 3 of us in this room.
Streamed?
Bright lights.
Wait, how long have we been on camera for? Uh-oh.
What year is it?
Yikes.
So it's TNC's pick, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did actually want to say that I really like the Pugna as a counter pick, not just because of the way that it deals with the illusion, but also the way that it deals with the timing of Terrorblade, which is that Pugna pushes so early. And especially with the Pugna Juggernaut lineup, you can go so fast. Witch Doctor, again, I still don't have to get up, actually. My pick.
These teams, man. Necrophos, I'm going to put that out there again.
I hate Necrophos. I don't want to see him anywhere near anything.
Why would they pick Necrophos? That one is not in my shelf, it's in yours. Not in your shelf, sorry, it's in mine.
True.
They're only picking stuff from your shelf right now.
Underlord's decent as well here, I actually think, for WG.Unity. In that lane against Terrorblade.
It feels more like
Dark Rift.
Stalling, though.
I'd like to see more lockdown coming out for WG.Unity, honestly.
No, it's a shame.
They don't have any initiation. Where's the initiation?
Go back to Axe, actually.
Axe could be good. Axe Shadow Demon actually is a classic as well.
Yeah.
You disrupt someone, Axe doesn't even have to have a
And
wing,
now
you
with
just
Soul
walk
Catcher
in there.
too. It's-
Yeah, very good.
Get that set up. Go ahead and get the axe.
Philo is also an excellent axe. Oh,
Timber.
Yeah, never mind. They're staying on my side.
His shelf. Why am I moving? They're not picking anything off of my shelf.
I'm gonna put timber.
Ooh, careful.
Is it shaking?
Yeah. It's a moving and a shaking over there.
I do think it's a bit of a shame that I guess they had to ban the Tusk because otherwise TNC would get it, but they could have also just aggroed into the Terrorblade, and Terrorblade really does not like getting aggro to
We
lane.
don't know where Timbersaw is gonna be yet, but
They've got better solutions this time for the Timbersaw,
Put him
right?
here
They've got
for-
more
yeah.
ways to
he
slow
doesn't
him down.
Yeah, they do.
This isn't going to be as easy as it was last time. So what are we thinking? So before we saw the core Dazzle, right? Cuckoo was playing the Dazzle.
Yeah.
So is that still going to be the case here, or do we think that we're going to see it more in the support role this time?
I think like
with the Sven
in lane he messes with the Timbersaw pretty hard, like especially after he gets level 6 as well. You can just move around, throw a Shadow Wave, and then he thought he was getting all these stacks, but instead he's just hurting. So I'm not opposed to that.
it's interesting in the matchup against Timbersaw, isn't it? Because obviously he's physical damage, so with the reactive armor that's annoying, but at the same time, bad juju is good for negating all that armor. So I could see either way as why you like the idea of a core Dazzle.
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, what could look really good here if they decide to shift that Dazzle from the core and maybe put Sven in the offlane is get like a Monkey King.
All right, fine. Dazzle over here.
Because the Monkey King, like, it's a really nasty team fight, right? You get the Wukong's command down with a cask, and then just everything else flying around. Get a nice Stormhammer.
Yeah, and we've
good
seen
solution to the Timbersaw, shuts him down even harder.
How well the MK deals with the Timbersaw.
Huskar band gonna come out here.
Possibly.
Because we see the Kunkka band from TNC.
Yeah, I think Kunkka is a good all-round band though, especially when you don't quite know what they're gonna do. Like, and Kunkka is so good just as, you know, when you've got the first pick indeed, and you don't know how they're gonna counterpick your mid lane. Kunkka doesn't lose to like anyone really.
He had his Believe rework too as well.
Yeah.
Gets
He's
very,
still very
very good against that.
TA.
Okay.
That's an Amel special. That would be, again, a very greedy pick.
Oh, there's our favorite green Skelly man, though, the Pugna.
There is the Pugna.
Pugna. That is you.
That is me.
Pugna.
All the way over here, Pugna. I really like this hero.
Couldn't they go Dazzle into mid against Pugna?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a decent matchup for Dazzle, right?
Yeah, he does pretty good there.
So they could even do that now and then get an offlane here, but
Wait, are we putting this?
Pugna should be mid, yeah.
Yeah, but he's on the wrong side right now.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Timbersaw. This is all wrong. Rubik.
Okay.
Rubik.
How do we feel about that?
That could be a mid Rubik.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's not like the most incredible spells to steal, though.
No, but like a Rubik as mid is a lane dominator, right?
That's true, yeah.
So I imagine that if they pick it this confidently, I imagine that's just going to be their matchup against the Pugna, and they know they can win that lane really hard. Like, he's going to have to get all of his last hits with a blast, basically, because against the Fade Bolt, you just can't last hit at all.
All right. Prediction time.
And then, of course, the extra disable length on someone like a Timbersaw as well. You're looking at me, huh?
Well, I mean, you're the one who's still talking,
first?
so.
How about Moxie first?
Yeah,
me first.
Yeah.
Me first. Well,
you first.
I don't know. I'm like really jiving with Warriors. I feel like they've got a pretty good draft. You got that Pugna up there. You got the Timbersaw. I mean, they've got a little bit better solutions for the Timbersaw this time around. But just we've seen what they can do with that. They give them a little bit of a run back too. They've got the Shadow Demon. I'm grooving on their draft.
All right.
All right. What do you think, Breaky?
I think Unity as well. Going off of that Pugna pick, I think it's more the Rubik. Like, lane dominator, sure, but I have yet to see a mid Rubik in a competitive game. Not that it hasn't happened, but it really stand out to me. And sure, they're running kind of this 4-1 strategy around the Terrorblade, but even Terrorblade, he's going up against a Timbersaw, a Shadow Demon, a Pugna. These are all heroes that, you know, can deal with him fairly well. So I'm not confident with that late game, and going Unity.
All right. This is this moment. You believe in the TNC, or?
Yes.
You do? All right. All right.
It's like in moments like this, it's time
to catch up.
For my my Filipino boys to come through. I believe.
What's making you believe in them?
Mostly that this draft looks like it's got the same kind of timings as they beat before. Like Pugna has no DK, but it's still like it still sort of looks roughly the same. And like a Timbersaw is no Brewmaster, but it's also going to be, you know, tanking up front. I'm thinking that TNC knows how to deal with this, and let's see if this is indeed a mid Rubik.
This is the go big or go home time, so
yeah,
they got to bring their A game, and it is pretty unknown.
That guy,
I mean,
really knows when the push comes to shove. Like, he's gonna be there. He's gonna do well. So many tips.
There are decent things to steal. I mean, it's, you know, between Pugna, the Nether Blast, you got Shadow Demon Disruption. There's abilities that definitely is worthy to steal, but I still go back to it. It's just the scaling of this hero. Like, it's one of those on paper, maybe it sounds fun and good, but man, in Armel, hopefully, you know, he proves me wrong for TNC's sake, but I really have yet to see this dominating mid Rubik come to play.
I mean, he's quite talented, though. You have to take into account, you know, the talent of the player as well. So
I'm not gonna they say, like, the Rubik is of course different than a Morphling, but I also definitely see once again the similarities with the first game, where that Morph went around stealing the abilities of the enemies and really turning it against them. So yeah, this feels like a very similar kind of game, and I know who won the previous one that looked like this.
All right. Well, let's see, because I know the first game that we saw between Warriors and TNC, Warriors really dominated early, and unfortunately they weren't able to close out the deal, and TNC came right back in on it, so.
I can't believe that Ninja Boogie died to Shadow Poison several times. Like, you know, getting 3 stacks up on him?
That's 4.
Even with 5, though.
No. Yeah, he's all right.
Stay back, stay back. Please, Mike.
Did he take Maledict again?
I would be very surprised if he did.
No, he did. He got the cast this time. I like that much better than.
And I think he's really just trying to bait out, like just like the last time. I think that was deliberate. He's trying to bait out all of the mana of this Shadow Demon. The last time he died for it, but this time it's actually working. He's getting better. And it's just so smart. Like, it's still a mana-intensive way of killing someone, and time-intensive as well. And all of the stacks that Ninja Boogie catches are not on Armel.
And even if Shadow Demon knows that, it's still, he still goes for it, because again, if anything, he got the kill in the previous game, and it's like, what else are you going to be doing then? So.
Okay, you want this? You want this?
Mid matchup, 10-1 Rubik, 7-0 Pugna, so Rubik does have the slight advantage.
Yeah, well, there's just one more creep coming in here. That's not a very big gap at all. But
the bottom lane's been awfully quiet, huh? What's going on down there? Just a Jiggerbud and his Lich there.
Yep, and then Cuckoo doing his thing.
I gotta assume Cuckoo's gonna go the Midas again as well this game.
Did you put the mango for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
The
drone is gonna get there. Oh, Pugna gets it. He's a fast little skelly man.
Like, I had rotation from the Shadow Demon though.
Needs to get a little bit of healing. Top lane though, Gabby getting dove by Velo here.
Oh, and this is actually, Velo has been playing nothing but signature heroes, I believe. The Brewmaster is one of his. Definitely also one. Velo usually goes a really very tanky Timbersaw, and he loves this style where he's just nigh unkillable.
He's just soaking up those reactive stacks, man.
I'm guessing that he's going to need a little bit to like adjust to the patch, but because it wasn't him on the Timber in the last game, right?
Correct.
No.
No, he was a Bad Rider back then. Yeah.
Aggressive play there. Again, both are going to be somewhat low out of this, but oh, another ward even goes down. It's an early point on that nether ward for the matchup.
Maybe Rubik thought that he could lift him back into the tower range, but not quite.
Nice block.
There's rotation coming out. There's finally our first blood. Tim's taken down by Nico, baby.
Do you know, by the way, what that Cinderland stands for after Tim's name? That's the name of the TNC cafe that he is the owner of.
Oh,
he has
cool.
invested back into his company, so Tim's got his own internet cafe.
Nice.
And sometimes he goes there and plays with like the people who play in his cafe as well. It's really nice.
Man, I love to see when like people get back to the community. Like even if it's just, you know, going to hang out with people, playing some pubs, or, and again, it is his own business, but he doesn't have to do that.
No, he could just be like, hey, come to Tim's place where Tim's never is, but there's really big pictures of my face on the wall.
Yeah, you should totally you should pitch that to him. You should.
I was there when
So
they
just
opened
pictures
that.
of his
It was
face
really
all over
nice.
the
It was like
Land
a
Center.
whole community party. There was food. They did pictures. I met like his entire family. It was
Sounds like a smart use of money that he's made from the game, to be fair. I mean, that's honestly what I take from that is, you know, smart business. It's good to hear.
Investing into his own future there and into the community. That's great. I like it.
A win-win. 5-minute bounty runes, about 30 seconds away. It's King's just been very quiet.
Yeah, like, I think Cuckoo should just throw another shadow wave there just to make sure that the creep wave is completely back, and then he can quietly walk back to catch those runes.
I mean, I love the Pugna taunt. I think that's my second favorite taunt. The first one is definitely the
clockwork.
The clockwork, but I just like the Pugna, the little.
I have a lot of love for the clinks.
I guess I just, yeah, that one's cute too with the xylophone. I guess I just like skelly men, robots and skelly men apparently.
Found something out today, Moxie.
Yeah, all right.
Nice little snipe there from Ninja Boogie. And then over on this side.
Option coming out. Ooh, real patient here for Tim's.
That war cry just evaporated.
Yep. Oh, this is too much damage.
He did.
Too much damage. He did.
He knows it.
I don't know.
He did.
Oh, there it is.
Like, for a second there, I thought that Cuckoo was maybe waiting for a grave, but he would never take grave that early. That's just a waste of points. So no, he was just watching his friend die, basically. Being like, oh, this is an excellent opportunity to get some poison out.
Going the mana boots first. I think he did that in the previous game too, but again, I'm keeping an eye on to see if he goes the Midas once again this game. They're not as committed this game to that crazy Lake game, to be fair. I mean, they have a Rubik mid, so I actually think the Necro would make more sense this time around, but mid lane?
Oh, well. Yeah, that is a 3-man, well, 2-man technically rotating because the one was already there. But.
So we've seen it before, right? It was on the DK just when he hit 6, and now as well.
They were so patient on that too.
I'm starting to get convinced that it is something they've specifically done, like trained to do at the 6 minutes.
Cuckoo?
No Omni.
Slain.
Just spin.
You just got a little too cheeky down there.
Well, to be fair, he needs to keep up appearances that his support is still there. If you play too defensive on the offlane core, then it's going to be very obvious that your support is rotating.
That's true.
So it might have been like that kind of death. But, you know, this is the kind of thing that I just sort of notice when I watch games from a team. Is that, oh, they're doing it at 6 minutes again? Okay, they probably trained like specifically on 6 minutes, and it's not something that they're coming up with just, you know, in the moment like, oh yeah, this is a tower pushing hero and he's gonna hit 6, so let's try to gank him when he hits 6. No, they've trained to gank mid from 2 sides at level 6.
Well, gonna lose a Shadow Demon over here.
Yeah, going back to the, I mean, teams, is it safe to say that teams kind of find routines? So when it comes to these timings, as you're kind of getting at, it just almost becomes routine where like you're not even necessarily practicing. It's more of like we just do this every game, so we're kind of just repeating it.
Yeah, but you don't chance upon a rotation like that. It's very hard because I've tried to like that rotation from 2 sides. I've tried to like teach some of my teams that one, the people that I've been advising, and it is extremely hard to pull off because a lot of things need to come together.
Oh boy, it's looking like a dead Cuckoo here, and also gonna lose the Shadow Demon though with that big old Stormhammer coming through.
Yeah, but that's
a steal. Oh no, that wasn't a steal. Sorry, my bad.
It's Mid Wars.
Mid Wars. Level 3 mid.
Again, in the first game as well, they realized that like WG pushed down there.
We see what's happened several times when you're trying to figure out how do you kill a Timber Saw. You just sunders robotic booty there.
And we've also not seen the whatchamacallit, Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't.
The thingamabob.
The thingy-mabob.
Thingamajiggy.
Yeah, that one.
That's a good point, actually. I wonder if we did, we just didn't notice it, but yeah, against a hero like Timbersaw, it's if you're having trouble.
It's value for sure.
It is kind of a...
I mean, it's not the way to kill him as much as it's the way to make sure that he can't be that overconfident all the time. Because in the end, it doesn't really deal that much damage to him, but at least make sure that he is not going to be revealing up all the time.
What's Tim's again down here in the bottom lane?
Tim's is just having a rough series in general, it feels like.
I guess this Pugna, though, finds himself this Witch Doctor. Is hoping to finish him off there with the life drain. Not gonna be able to quite do, but the Shadow Poison will clean up. Pugna's ticking away over here on the side. I think he makes it out, though.
Oh, man, I was Whirling Death currently stolen. That's not going to help him there.
Not really. See, Pugna, no, he got out.
Pugna's fine. Juggernaut going back for the Battle Fury. So, going to be that greedier build again himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he's currently top of the net worth, so he's probably
1,000 net worth.
He's probably feeling real good right now about it. Not too worried. So
he's had a really nice lane. It's one of those things when you play the Dazzle against the Jug again. Sure, you're gonna know how to do better in that lane, but the Jug is also gonna know how to do better in that lane. Improving from game to game is something that Dota players are experts at, and you're risking that the other guy is better at that than you are.
Well, it's like Brady was saying too, you know, you were talking about that rotation over the mid lane, and really like processing it and thinking it, and of course I'm getting a little sleepy here, not gonna lie. But, you know, when you think about it, Dota is just, it's a matter of always being efficient and just, you know, rinse, repeat in some aspects of it, right?
Damage on that Lich.
Oh boy, Lichy boy here. He's actually still alive though. I think he's actually gonna make it out. Yeah, just walks away.
Positioning is solid. Are they
try to take down that? Yeah, they tried to deny it.
Don't worry, Frost Shield slows a little bit less now.
Very balanced.
Oh boy, that life drain was doing a good piece of work here, but it gets stolen by him. Now he's gonna turn it back around on him. Luckily, he's a swift little skelly man. He's gonna be able to get out. Now, Velo just kind of throwing his body in between. Oh man, Timsy's looking for it again. Frost Shield.
But he is out too far.
Yeah, it's on the wrong side of the river there, buddy.
Speedy?
He gets an Omni off, but he is pretty far away.
Trying to grab him. No,
I don't really want to Omni for like this solo.
This is a long chase. I think this might be a little much.
Hey, peekaboo. Smack.
Wow, he's actually getting out.
This is a,
yeah, well,
what's happening with the Rubik over here, too? Like, what's happening?
Sinister Gaze, is the Rubik gonna walk back in there and zap? No.
No, he's got life drain.
Not this time. I mean, he could just straight up use his,
Fade Bolt.
Fade Bolt, yeah. That stuff has ridiculous range.
It does, for sure. I think he wants to play it a little safe, though. That's a lot there.
Have I told Zayat that he is a support and that he should not be using that to last hit heroes with?
It's like the Oracle, right? When you,
yeah, but, you know, KSer's gonna KS.
Purge still slowing him. Not gonna be dealing with damage.
Spins on spins, Armel!
That is one of the problems with the Rubik mid. And I was talking about this a little bit before something else happened and I got distracted, but WG have been going super hard on the mid tower every single game. And TNC brought in supports again for like the second try at the tower, and they did pretty well in that exchange. But now WG just went in for the third time. They want that tower first, and they got it.
Yes, Armel, his impact so far has not been the strongest, but I also go back to the Juggernaut. Transitioning into he ended up building a Yasha, so he got that region first and then building Yasha, but now going back to the Battle Fury. This is something we will see as well, like those earlier stats, especially for the aggressive play that's coming out. Yasha is such a value item on these agility-based heroes. Also, that Shadow Poison farm feels pretty good. And this is going to be a hand of Midas. So again, I was mentioning that earlier. I don't know if you guys agree, but this feels like a game where you actually want that Necro build, a little bit more of the earlier presence.
It's just all about holding the high ground for him. What's Necro's going to do on holding high ground?
Ooh, Timber Chain does
very well-timed stun.
Dict going on here, throwing out the chakram, telling them to buzz off.
Damage, however, lacking.
And we got a little skelly man that's spooky over there. He is invisible.
Yeah, I do still, like, I can still see the Midas. Like, functionally, all he is right now is a Shadow Wave, and soon he's going to be a Shallow Grave as well. And that's just his bread and butter all the way up until he has the Greaves, and then once he got the Greaves, he's going to actually be helping to push again. But not before that, so... Why rush into any push-based builds when they're just not looking to push? They're really not. This is the plan. It's a very risky plan. It's not one that I personally like. Like, I'm always convinced that.
Ooh. I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Fine.
No.
It's level 3 Maledict, I believe.
Plus there's physical damage coming up from the Death Ward too, so. That is 2 strike though too, so.
It's going to be a bottom tier 1. They're making their way in the area, but unable to truly defend it. Easy Nether Blast for the kill. And yeah, Juggernaut just putting the pressure on the tier 2 top lane meanwhile. So that farm continues to be so impressive. Nico Baby, this whole series, he's really had a fantastic series.
Yeah. Man knows how to farm.
Hey.
I'm really good at that.
The CS slightly favoring Terrorblade, but he's been jungling a lot.
And I believe that Nico Baby probably had a couple more kills as well.
Oh yeah, 4-0-1.
So
that helps.
With these defensive teams, you're going to very often see that I prioritize.
Uh-oh. Is in for some trouble. Immediately jumping in here with the Timber Saw. They're just gonna clean him up. Khan gonna get that kill. I don't know. It feels like this mid Rubik.
It is not doing the work right about now.
Yeah.
He's struggle bussing for sure.
I don't want to harp on it too much, but I really have not been impressed by mid Rubik's in competitive play. It just I would love to see a game that's different, but so far it's kind of living up to that trend.
Yeah. I was trying to say something, but I really don't remember it.
Yeah, what were we talking about there?
Where are we?
Gonna go back.
What game is this?
Huh? Who are you?
For how long have I been asleep?
Fine. I'm sure.
It was probably something with the Dazzle and the Midas build or whatever.
Yeah, I think you were mentioning it is just you don't like it, but it's understandable. You're giving the logic there.
Yeah, it's what they are doing, and they're like normally teams like this when they play defensively. That's what I wanted to say. They usually start to put up more of a defense by the time it comes to the tier 2s, because that's where you can really like they've brought heroes together push earlier.
Going in on this, a chain cross, gotta get a couple bounces over here, and they have to be careful. Cuckoo. Gonna get taken down. They're still getting some of these bounces as well. Carmel backing himself off, manages to steal himself that chakram. This tower's going down though.
Yep.
And you know, Gabby trying to do what he can. Can't really go into that fight, but the rotation coming out here from the Jug. Gonna force him back.
And this is really the only lane where they've been able to get a tower so far. This, like, in the first game where they played like this, they did actually get the tower trades off. The middle tower last, but still they pushed down all of the side towers as well. They were not this far behind on towers. So I'm going to look for TNC in the next 4 minutes or so. They really gotta make sure to get at least one more tower. If they don't, it's going to be so rough. All the waves are going to be up in their face all the time. They can't do anything.
I do love this pairing with the, you know, the Timbersaw and the Pugna, right? Because Timbersaw just gonna throw his body and, oh, Tims.
I think, Tims threw his buddy at something.
Yeah, yes he did.
Like in game 2.
But I like the fact that you've got the Timbersaw that can kind of cut the wave. You've got the Pugna who's just gonna keep, you know, throwing out the sieging. I think this is really, like, a nice feature of this draft.
They're a very good combination, and together they can take jungle really fast as well, so they don't have to be hurting too much for farm, just because they are paired up like that.
Did I just see that correctly? Did Timbersaw just TP and then, yeah. I don't know, that must have been some sort of misclick right there. He went to TP with a Timber Chain and then he just canceled it immediately, so.
Yeah, that is weird.
That was odd, but.
Sometimes pushing buttons is hard. Sometimes you make mistakes.
It happens.
Got Tinker Ward over there on the side.
Or these Rubik can just melt creepers like this, so. Boom, gone.
Right, they're just grouping up. They got another blast from Pugna eventually coming here. Velo's, of course, clearing out the creep wave.
They're positioned over on the high ground, though, so.
Oh, they're rapping, yeah.
Yeah, they dropped that ward, trying to get some vision. They're hiding out. They've got the Tinker Ward. They know they're over there. Oh, they're grouped together. This is a really good time for them here. It's going to be the lift. Timber Chain out, though. Trying trying to move himself back. They will lose the Pugna. It's like Lich gonna try to hide himself a little bit deeper. It's pretty hard for them to catch this Timber at this time. The Jug's still standing nearby, but they seem satisfied with just taking out Pugna.
You know, that's a Radiant Tinker Ward, by the way. Yeah, that's not even a tire.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was throwing me off too, but they were playing like that was their ward.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, Script is like sitting here like, come on, guys. Realize this, please.
I showed you this. Hey, I'm thinking...
Only computing half of the information now at this point because they're all just like,
We're far away. Okay, it's hard to see sometimes.
This is true. This is true here. All right, Villa gonna have to run himself away, taking down some of this damage. Witch Doctor gets that ulti off over here, but they'll turn back around. They've got the rise over here on the Shadow Demon. He's trying to run himself out. Now they're trapped over here into the corner, and while all this is going down, we do have the Timbersaw just running around in circles. It looks like they will finally take down Tim. They'll take down Gabby as well, and it looks like Vela, he might be in for some trouble. Yeah, the Timber Chain coming up for the Rubik, actually going to clean him up, and over here they're trying to get the Dazzle, but that ultimate not going to work out for him. Yeah, they get that tip. That is outplay. Miss Synergy? Is that a word?
Miss Synergy. We'll call it that. Yeah,
that was definitely not what they wanted. This Timber Chain is the super value too on this Rubik, but
he can't nuke down the wave this time. I don't think Ninja Boogie. Yeah, he has nothing to.
Like we're sure that wasn't a Rubik to crap, right? Like he didn't actually steal that and use that. I'm pretty sure that was Pug.
No, because the Rubik was he had Timber Chain. So he was Timber Chaining the
somebody else.
Oh, the Timber Saw to death. My lord.
Eventually killed him.
You know that thing with the children and the dog and the name of the dead grandparent?
Why is it gotta be dead kids? Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Getting morbid in this final hour of casting.
These are the dark days up north. Soon I'm gonna be grabbing an electric guitar. Like my eye makeup is already dripping down my face, you know. Man. I should have worn some eyeliner. That would have looked great, I'm sure.
Rubik got a blink dagger. Nico's farm though, still very strong.
Got themselves some Terrorblade illusions. That's pretty good.
Far ahead. Axe coming out for Rubik. This is the thing if you're going to run a core Rubik, it accelerates you towards that blink axe. Especially, and great combo to have when we talk about, I mean, there's several abilities that come to mind that he's going to be looking to steal this game, so having that 2-second cooldown, still nice.
Do you like to, if you notice, the Witch Doctor picked up an urn, I'm guessing he's going to turn that into the Spirit Vessel, the Super Urn, so that way...
It's going to be hard for him to get there. Look at how little net worth he has.
But... he's got the plan, right? He's thinking, all right, I got to get this because this Timber Saw, we need to shut him down.
There's the Dagon. There's the burst for the Terrorblade. It's going to be so much harder for the TV to get his Thunder off in this game.
I noticed Timber Saw working on this earlier. He went to hit a Defiance, and he actually just finished a Pipe. What does Pipe do this game against TNC? Am I missing something that's very obvious? Because I guess Rubik potentially is okay.
They mostly have physical damage, actually. So, yeah.
That's what I was thinking, the Crimson Guard, if anything, but...
I'm feeling like it might be just a little bit of, you know, a Velo classic. It's just that's where he goes.
Okay.
Witch Doctor. Into Boogie.
Oh, good attempts, but...
Here we go around the Mulberry Bush. They've got the Frost Shield getting thrown down.
Eventually.
Pay for effort.
He says, yeah. That doesn't look so much like the previous. Okay, so this time there's way less pressure on the side lanes. There's still not too much of an advantage.
Nico also went the S and Y, so this feels like a much more, but we want to try to just finish this game earlier.
Yeah, and he knows he has to right now, because this is where they got turned last time as well.
Alright, Tim's.
Bought that
evaporated, yeah.
It's like, where did he go?
They're just gonna let the Pugna just siege on us. There's not much they can do. They've got to find this opening. They don't have it.
And this siege from a distance is a big difference compared to the previous time. So they were cutting the wave. I think that's like the one saving grace for TNC there, but they're like WG are just fine with backing off, taking the shrines just like before. And I feel like it took them a lot longer last time, so right now they're also up to a 7k lead. Whereas previous game they just kept sort of hanging around the 4 or 5k mark.
Yeah, it looked like a Dazzle too. he's been sitting on the same items. Hannah Midas, Phase Boots. He has 2,200 gold saved up, so he's of course gonna have something big soon. But we're 23 minutes into the game just about, and he really doesn't have much. He's just a walking shallow grave.
Well, we talked about how it's high risk, high reward sort of deal, but in this particular game, it doesn't feel like it's quite as stable of an idea, right? Because in the other game where we saw Kiku pick up the Hand of Midas, they had strong late game. It felt really, really good. This time, though,
they're mostly leaning on the Zero Blade.
Yeah.
And he also went the mech and a guarding gear with the mana boots, but yeah, he had phase boots this game, so that's just another thing.
Wow. You're not going anywhere, Witch Doctor. You're staying right here. And then you just have a cat.
Juggernaut's just over
baby,
here.
just take it down buildings. What up, Terrorblade? What's good, baby?
Talk about just having trust in your team.
He's got that healing ward. They stun him up, but they don't really seem to care too badly.
They're picking him out. They want to go for this.
Look at Vela. He just doesn't care. Look at the range on that life drain. Shallow's coming out. They're like, okay, let's keep him. Let's keep him safe and sound. You go back home now.
This Bugna is doing so.
That felt like so anticlimactic with those racks too. It was just casually, hey, you know,
yeah,
they're here.
WG.Unity, they're doing it right.
It's so much harder for TNC this time around. Are they just going for the bot lane, like straight up? Is this, yeah? They're sitting up for it?
I mean, why not?
If TNC are doing this again, where they bait Armel out of the base, sort of hoping that WG is gonna go into them and then they can buy back and take a fight, but it's not happening. It's not happening, guys.
It's gonna be a defusal coming along for Juggernaut.
Yeah, he just has to cut the wave again. Oh man.
Oof.
This is
God, what is Juggernaut's GPM this game? It feels ridiculously high. Yeah, 634.
Asking you shall receive.
Yes, he's on point. I love it. It's, that's impressive. Yeah, it's a lot of space being created for him, sure, but no, he definitely deserves credit. The way he's been fighting.
He had a great start too. You know, that's a credit to the supports and the rotations coming out. Is that they managed to give him the start he needed, and then he took the ball and kept it running. Armel blinks out.
You're just playing with
Timbersaw just casually walking right into that base. All right.
He's got plate mail now too on his way to a Lotus Orb, so
I mean, Nico Baby's just been walking in anyways half the time, right?
Yeah.
So do you have a BKB up and running now over on this Terrorblade? But
they don't have
an Omni.
Why are you doing that?
It's just two people in the space. All right, there's the Pugna down here. Just gonna help Siege.
He has meta. He's not going to use it yet.
Oh boy, look at that damage coming out. Oh my goodness.
Still has Sunder holding on to it. Spin off the side.
Gonna have to force himself forward here.
There's still ages on Nico Baby as well, and they're barely making a dent in that guy.
Nope.
Good. And this Pugna just loves it when he has that strong.
Oh, Sunder. They almost got Timbersaw. Disruption though.
There's a BKB getting popped over here. They managed to find the killer went to Ninja Booty. I'm not actually going to get taken down though. We're going to get the buyback immediately from both of these guys. And now the chase is on Gabby. Is he going to be able to make it out? There's going to be coming up with the spin. They'll take him down. There's a triple kill coming out. There is no buyback on this TV. Uh-oh.
This might be the series, let alone the end of the tournament for TNC.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That would be such an upset, right? Because people were thinking, like, you know, TNC come in here as
It
one
would
of
be a lot earlier than expected, yes.
one of the favorites, and they could just be taken down by Warriors right here, right now.
And I go back to, as we talked about, at least going into this game, if anything, this is just very well played by WG.Unity, and they are going to call it GG. So
They did. They called the GG.
Credit to them. I mean, I want to focus on that because, yeah, TNC, this is a bit of an upset here, and previous major team out of Southeast Asia and everything, but I think this goes to show not only WG.Unity, but Southeast Asia competition.
This is Open Qual's team, too.
Yeah, technically it is true.
Yeah. That's big. That is big. That is really like kind of enjoyable to find out and like watch too, right? Like you love, you know, when you see these teams go through open quals and show that they've, you know, taking advantage of the situation. But